Alright, now the rest of them can be taken for sure this time in Alferd Spritesheet Unpacker. So what I want to do is recolor the background by making sure I grab everything. That's not working properly. Oh, that's because I need to tell it to do fill hole selection. Alright, there we go. Then you want to save it. Now, Alferd Spritesheet Unpacker does not work well with transparent backgrounds. This is why I'm coloring the background. And I can't use pink because that's the color of his tongue. I'll use that color. Great. It's doing this thing again. If you're having trouble getting specific colors to come out, it's usually because the image is set on a specific mode where the colors are indexed. I'm going to switch it to just standard mode so that I can color it whatever colors I want. And so now there we go. There's some images for some reason on Spriter's resources saved with indexed colors. Alright, so now I will take this folder, this image, and I'm going to put it into Alferd Spritesheet Unpacker by dragging it into Alferd Spritesheet Unpacker. Now the order you grab these is the order that that they will be numbered when they save. So you want to grab all the ones. I've already have this entire top row except for him ducking there. So I'll grab that one and then I'm going to grab the other ones I need. So we got this punching one, which I've already grabbed that whole row of him punching. And then we got this kicking, so I'm going to go ahead and grab those three that I don't have. And I'm going to export those. And I'll drag those into here, and then I'm going to rename those. The more you rename them now, the easier it will be to structure these later. So 0 was him ducking. 1 was, I don't know what 1 was. It was like he's hurt or something. I'll just call it strange. And then 2 through 3 was him kicking. So I'll name those kicking. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to deselect the rest of these so that I can start over. Now I'm going to grab his jumping animation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's him jumping, and I will export those. I'm going to rename those to jumping, and then I'm going to drag those into the folder, and then I'm going to deselect all. Now I'm going to grab all the ones where he's throwing his shield. I'll export those, and I will rename all those throwing shield. Deselect all, and I'm going to grab all these where he's wounded or dying and export those, and I'm going to rename those wounded and dying, and I forgot to drag those over, so I'm going to grab all those, drag those into the folder. And then there were some up here I didn't grab because in my opinion they didn't really fit into a category, so I'm just going to leave those. I'll just call those pose. Any that don't fit into a category, I usually just name pose. Now I'm going to grab all his shields. I forgot to deselect. I'm going to grab his shields again. export, and I'm going to rename those shield. And I did not spell that correctly, but that's okay. I'm going to deselect all, grab all of his hands, export those, and I'm going to rename those to hands. Then I'm going to create a new folder for hands, drag those into the hands folder, and then I'll deselect all, and I'm going to grab the arm pieces. You know, I'm just going to grab everything that's left, and I'm just going to call those body parts, and then drag those in. Alright, so I have everything in here now. The next thing is to close out of Alferd Spritesheet Unpacker.